Okay guys, we're back. Let me just show you what we took care of. So it took me a little while to get these done. I had to do a lot of sanding and scraping to get the pins to where they would fit inside the chrome. He's going to be working now on putting the mud flaps and the tail lights and the fifth wheel plate on, putting the steering wheel, the gear shifts inside the cab. We did the work on the cab already. A lot of fit issues. Well, not necessarily a fit issue, but just the parts, almost every one of them I had to really help him and muscle parts into place. This front grille was difficult to keep lined up for some reason, instead of just having that the little Mack Bulldog mount onto the truck. You have to actually, it's mounted on to where it pops in there. I don't know if you can see it. This whole chrome part goes up. This whole chrome part goes up inside. This goes through a hole, and then you have to pop around the chrome grille, and that little thin blue piece of plastic there is what holds it in. Not the best engineering, I would think, for a kid trying to build a truck. This actually just doesn't stick in there. It's got this weird, again, complicated configuration. You can see where the pieces go together. You got this piece that goes inside there, and then that piece is what mounts into the truck, and the actual hoses that would be coming, piping that would be coming from the exhaust or the intake goes into the plastic of the cab, and then that mounts into those two holes. So a little bit more complicated engineering I would think that they'd want to put into a snap kit, but such is life, I guess. I don't know at this point if I would recommend this for a kid that's, you know, very early in the building process. It actually does say 8, which my son is 8, but it's still fairly complicated. I mean, some of the pieces just don't fit together. Like I said, there'd be some glue to keep these wheels on. You'd have to do some sanding to get the tanks put together, the tank house put together, and then the window fits in, but it just sticks in there, just barely is held in. It doesn't really even snap, and then it's got the little side vent. And again, his fingers are skinnier than mine trying to get that little gear shift down in between the seats into that tiny little hole. So I guess I'll work on that. Sorry about the camera there. If he can't get it in, we'll put that in. I may have to get some tweezers to get down in there. So go ahead and put your tail lights on. He's got the flaps, which I'm assuming there'll be some stickers going on there soon. And then we're gonna get this cab mounted onto the truck, and we'll put all the little lights on the top. So I think that's where we're going to take the break at in the build process, and I'm going to stop and get this done real quick, and then get to cooking some catfish, and then we'll film a little bit more tonight to get this big tanker finished. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back in a while. Okay guys, we're back. We went ahead and finished putting all the little chrome pieces on, getting the cab set. It was a bit of a challenge. So let me point a few things out here with my hobby knife. The small running lights on the top, I had to wind up putting those in because they were such a tight fit, and trying to get them in there without knocking this glass out repeatedly. I don't really know what this piece is for. I'm not sure what it is. My son, he was able to put these on, the horns on. The side grab bars actually went in better than anything. With the outside mirrors, you're supposed to be able to take them and clip them up under and pop it in sideways. What I had to wind up doing is actually laying this, putting it up in there, laying it down, and then taking the side of my hobby knife, running it against the bottom, and just shoving it into the little slot that goes in there. I know you can't see it, but again, fairly difficult for even an adult, I think. So I'm not sure if Monogram Revell doesn't want to go back and kind of rethink this one. They're probably just, I'm sure it's an old kit that's just been repopped, and the engineering on it ain't the greatest in my opinion. So anyway, so we've got that finished with the cab. So now it's on to putting that together. Don't know if it's going to be back, if we're going to be able to finish that tonight or not. Maybe tomorrow night, I'm not sure. Hopefully that one, since it doesn't have the chrome on it, maybe the pieces will fit better. I did notice, I mean, I think it's just the chrome plating was just thick, and it caused fit problems with the little hole. So sometimes I was able to open up the hole a little more. Other times I had to scrape off the chrome. So anyway, so we'll end this part of the cab here, and then we'll be back. The next segment, I guess, will be building the tanker truck, because I think there's still some decals that go on this. We may do all the decals at the end. I'm not sure how I'm going to chop these videos up. It depends on what the time constraints are, because I'm going to try to keep them short, maybe 6 to 8, 10 minutes long at the most. So anyway, so be looking for the next update on Caleb and Tommy's buddy build of the snap-tite Mac-R conventional with the Fruhoff trailer.
Thanks.
So you want to say bye for now before we go eat some catfish?
Bye, and thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel we're on, and always be happy.
Okay, and I didn't even have to tell him to say that.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome in his world. Okay, see you later, guys.